Hi, in this Titanium CMS tutorial, we will be going over email forms. As always, make sure you are logged into your website. So what is an email form and what is the point of having one? An email form is a great tool to use when communicating with your users. How it works is the user submits a form stating a question, comment, or whatever you are asking for. Every time a user fills out the form and submits it, you are then notified through an email. This is where you can either reply or read their feedback. To create an email form, make sure you are on the page you want to add it to. Most commonly, they are found on the Contact Us page of your website. Then click Edit Page. Now click on the Module Add button. From the Select Module Add pop-up, click Email Form. You will notice you are now on the Manage Email Form page. From here, you will need to fill out the information to create the form. The form name is used so you know what the purpose of the form is. If you want the user to see the form name, click the Display Form Name box. For this purpose, we will just type contact information. You are now going to click Add a Field Set. The Field Set Legend is an organizational tool. Please note that this will not display on the form. So for this, we will put contact information. You can ignore the CSS class, this is for coders and developers only. Then click Add a New Form Field. The field label lets the user know what they need to type or select. So if we were to put name in the field label, the user would know where to type their name. The field type is where the user puts their information. Titanium CMS has 8 different options. They are text box. This allows the user to type short answers. Text area. This allows the user to type longer answers. Checkbox group. This option allows the user to select many different options. The dropdown is what we are using now to select the different field types. The radio button group is like the dropdown and only allows one option to be selected. The US state dropdown allows the user to select a state in the United States. The Canadian province dropdown allows the user to select a province in Canada. Attachment allows the user to attach something to the form. For this purpose, we are just going to leave it as a text box. The validator is to make sure the user's information is correct. Since we are asking for a name, there is no need to validate this. If you want to make this question required, simply check Make this a required question. If you want to add another question for the user to fill out, click Add New Form Field. Again, the field label lets the users know what they need to type or select. So for this one, we will type email. We are going to leave the field type as a text box. And we are going to want to validate this to make sure the email is correct. So for this one, we would select email. And we want to make this a required question as well. Let's add one more form field just so you can see what a text area looks like. So we will select Add New Form Field. And here they will be able to type their question or comment. So for the field label, we will type question or comment. On the field type, we will change this to a text area. And we will make this a required question as well. On the right, you will notice a form. You have to fill this out in order to create your email form. Send form submissions to. This has to be a valid email. Every time a user submits a form, a notification will be sent to this email. Send admin notification emails from. This is used to reply back to your user through an email. Please note that this has to be a valid email or you cannot create the form. The confirmation page URL is used to let the user know they have successfully filled out the form by redirecting them to a new page on your website. Please note this is also required to create the form. Admin notification email text. This will show the admin they have a new form that has been submitted by a user. You can customize this so you know what form the user submitted. So for this, we will type contact information form. You can enable a thank you email. This is used when you want to send your user an automatic thank you email for submitting a form. Simply click the box by Enable Thank You Email. Here you can customize the subject and the email text. Please note that the thank you email source has to match the field label for the automatic thank you email to be sent. Under the Settings tab, you will have another form to fill out. The Bootstrap type is the style of the form. You have three options: vertical, horizontal, and inline. Vertical styles the form in a more vertical manner. Horizontal styles the form more horizontal based. And inline styles the form more inline based. The horizontal label size determines the width of your form, so the bigger the number, the bigger your form is on the page. The button text is defaulted at Submit. You can customize this. The button is for users to click after they fill out the form. You can also change the button background color, the button text color, the form background color, and the background border color. For style information, watch our more in-depth styling modules videos. After you have all the forms filled out, click Save. You will notice that the form is now on the main page. You have name in a text box, email in a text box, and question or comment in a text area. If you want to edit any of the information, you can simply hover over it and click Edit. If you would like to change the order of the questions, you can simply click, hold, drag, and drop. Then click Save again, and you will notice email and name have switched. Thank you, and be sure to watch our other more in-depth tutorials.